Hey guys, what is going on? It's Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball, and today I am bringing you the top hoppers of 2020. All right guys, first off, before I jump into this, don't forget, hit up lonewolfpaintball.com. We have all sorts of these great hoppers on the site with all the accessories included. So let's dive right on in. Top hoppers of 2020. In no particular order, I'm not gonna rank them, I'm not rating them, I'm just saying in our opinion here at Lone Wolf, the top hoppers of 2020 are, I'm gonna start over here, the Control Loader by Bunker Kings, Virtue, whatever you guys wanna call them. Once again, no particular order. Then we're looking at the Dye R2 hopper, you've got the Dye LTR hopper, you've got the Virtue 4, ooh, baby. And then you've got the Spire IR, which is the little brother that's not pictured here right now, but Mark will eventually pop it up on the screen. Boom, boom. So, Mark, are we just gonna start with Dye? Let's start with Dye, right?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, we'll start with the LTR. Why these are the top hoppers of 2020. Dye LTR can easily feed 20 paintballs plus per second. It does have toolless capability to pop this bad boy open. Take a look right on the inside. You can easily access the bottoms and your battery access by the simple flick of the front tray, and you have access to your 3 AA batteries. The best part about this hopper, in my opinion, it does have the shark fin on the bottom of the hopper in case you guys do get a jam. Pull the shark fin. You can unjam any loose paintballs, dirt, debris, get it out of the way so you guys can keep feeding. Once again, the toolless assembly helps make this thing definitely, in my opinion, a top hopper of 2020, especially coming in at the price point of only $99.95. Dye LTR, completely toolless. You can also throw a speed feed on this bad boy as well. Mark, what do you think? Would you name this top list? What you think?
I think it's one of the best hoppers of.
I do too. I like it. I like it. All right. On next, we're talking the Dye R2 hopper, the big brother to the little LTR here. This one does have, in my opinion, expanding and collapsing capability of going from 200 paintballs to 260 paintballs by the simple flick of your back plate button here, slide it on over. Now you have an expandable capacity. You went from 200 paintballs to now you can hold 260 paintballs. If you're a back player, just like that, flip the lid open. You guys will notice right here, this is a quick changing lever. Unlike the LTR, you press the button, this lid comes off, slap on your new speed feed, you are ready to rock. If you guys want to take the entire shell off, obviously since these are brand new, this will just slide over to the left, and now you have access to the inner tray to clean out and also change batteries as well. So the Dye R2 hopper is awesome, would highly recommend. Mark, I'm going to throw you on the spot. You have a retail price for these Dye R2 hoppers?
Oh, crap. I want to say 2 something.
Yeah, they're definitely in the 2 range, but I know I'd throw you on the spot.
Sorry, I can look it up while you go on to talk about the IR a little bit in the meantime.
So we're going to talk about the IR now, which is also on the screen. Right now, Mark's got it up there. The Virtue Spire IR, that is extremely light. It does have a quick change rain lid to speed feed capability. It can also feed a minimum 20 paintballs plus per second, and it does have a removable magnetic cone on the inside. So that's the Spire IR.
I've got the price for the R2.
Okay.
The one that you got right there is $189.95.
Ooh, so less than 200, baby. So once again, top hoppers of 2020. We talked about the LTR. We talked about the R2. Now, and the IR, let's get into the Control Loader and let's get into the Spire 4. First, let's go into the Control, baby. So this is a very, very slim and refined profile here on the Control Loader by Bunker Kings. 2 big features you're going to want to take away from this. First off, on the back, I don't have any batteries in here, but you guys can check out all the reviews on any one of these hoppers on the YouTube site. And don't forget, shop.lonewolfpaintball.com. It does have the level indicator. So when you guys actually come off the starting box on the break of a tournament paintball match, there's a level indicator in the back that'll light up when you're actually going to be able to shoot cross field. So it sounds complicated. That's why I'm telling you to watch the other videos. The level indicator will go green once it's dead on in the center. When you pick up the gun, you're pointing down the field. It's going to have a flat trajectory so you can shoot across a regulation NXL size field on there. I was going to go into the quick change speed feed capability. It's a simple push of a button. So you got a rain lid, you want to swap a speed feed, push the button real quick, lid's going to come off. You can do that. And then in the back here, you've got a simple pull of a hinge and you have access to the tray, which also has, Mark, a magnetic cone. If you need to get in there and clean, hold on, simply pulls up and out. And then you can flop the tray out here. Simple, easy, if you want access to the batteries. So this is the control loader. Yes.
Is the magnet in the piece you pulled out, or is the magnet itself in the tray?
There's magnet here, and there's also metal up top here that adheres to keeping that in place so it doesn't flop around.
I can't use it on my refrigerator.
No, I wouldn't try to stick it to your fridge. No, I would not. So that is the control loader. Let's pop this back in there and get this thing back together. Also completely toolless once again. I think every single one of these hoppers that are in our top 2020 are all toolless. And like I said, guys, check out the video on the control loader so you can kind of gain more knowledge on the level indicator from shooting off the break, kind of like a training feature. Really cool, awesome hopper. What did we say these retailed at, Mark, the controls?
The control loader in the camo is $249.95, but the other ones that are like graphite and the colors are $224.95. So a little bit more for the camo one that we're showing, but
okay.
Yeah, about $230, $250 depending on the color scheme.
There you go. All right, let's talk about the Virtue Spire 4. We'll get to the price point here in just a little bit. Let's talk about some of the top features of this brand new hopper on the market. You guys can see right off the get-go, they have these new side plates with the graphic design there, looking pretty solid, I'd say. Next, let's flop it on open. Once again, this one also has the quick speed feed change capability. Simple press of the button, your rain lid's gonna flop out, and you can put on a speed feed. Let's go here. So this stuff, I'm going to talk about the actual what's inside. It still has a nice hinge capability, so you're not losing the front of the shell. This isn't going anywhere on you. It does come with the front tray here, so as you get low on paint, paintballs are going down into the feeding ramp. And this one's also magnetic. Very nice feature. In case you break paint, you need to clean it out. But, Mark, lastly, the best thing about the Virtue Spire 4, what do you think it is?
I think that it talks to the gun.
Okay, I thought you were going to go somewhere else, but thankfully you went there. This, guys, does have Wi-Fi technology. This will hook up to the Virtue Ace gun currently. I know Virtue is working on other boards for other markers, so this hopper does have capabilities to connect Bluetooth to your gun to help capabilities of feeding faster and more efficient. So Virtue Spire 4 is on the market, does also have your side reloader indicators there as well on both sides, whether you're shooting left-handed or right-handed. And let's talk about price point on the Virtue Spire 4.
Can't trick me, I got $249.95.
$249.95, can't trick Mark. All right, guys, those are our choice for the top hoppers of 2020. Put in the comments below if you think any other hoppers on the market right now belong in this realm of recognition, I would say. So, LoneWolfPaintball.com, I hope you guys enjoyed kind of our version. Sadly, 2020 is coming to an end quicker. Well, I don't even know if sadly, Mark. This has been a wild ride.
Yeah, I'm done with this year about.
Yeah, that's fair. I can say that. So not sadly, but 2020 is coming to an end here shortly. So let's hope for a better year next one. But you got a question?
Of course I do.
All right.
Miguel Jalencia, I butchered names, sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
We did a couple of videos about the Ether 2 and the EMAC with the PAL loader.
Yeah.
So Miguel wants to know, very informative, what kind of speed feed can I mount on here? Can you put a speed feed on a PAL?
On a PAL loader, you would take the lid off. It does have just enough around the rim. I think you can get a universal speed feed to attach to it. So if you're rocking the PAL hopper, take off the old lid. Around the rim of where the lid would click in, there should be enough meat to get a universal speed feed on there. So
there you go. If you got a question, leave it in the comments below. Maybe we'll pick you randomly. Otherwise, see you next time.
Thanks for watching Top Hoppers of 2020.
Top, pop, 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 pop.
Blah!
Top hoppers. Yay.